Hello and welcome back to TheHereticSpot plays The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. Right off where we started without taking a pause, I'll continue our adventure and now we'll speak to Commander de la Tour. If the name was wrong, right spelled, or just Damien. And maybe I should now put on my good clothing. That happens as well, I guess. Didn't we add something for the hands as well? I was under the impression... Oh, well... Teshna Mutna mask. Oh... Okay, that is actually a... Hell, not bad. Okay, 6 pieces. As well with the helmet. Huh. I was seriously under the impression we had gloves for the occasion. Or maybe we didn't. Not just check it once again. No, that is not it. No, oh, that sounds so German. Damn, I need to learn how to speak more fluently without these German accent. Oh, what was that? Whistler Cracker Wine. But it doesn't seem that we have a pair of gloves in here. They're just these two, some colors which are absolutely useless to me. And, well, let's go. Yes, roll on the ground. Why not just walk down the stairs? And now he wants to slay me. Ah, that would be fun. Why I am... Oh, there's the party. Well, at least I have the right clothes for the party. Hello, hello. Coming through.
Tip of the hat to the tourney's victor.
2 hours ago you spat at me.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits. In the guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
That thing. And if I saw that I'm honored, I will not have the chance to tell you the truth about Sienna. Because that sounds bad. Got bad news. Sienna was out to kill you. But I think I'll take the second one. Truly honored.
Feels like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use of it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly. But she is my sister. Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Oh, come on. Ugh. I'm going to. Oh god, I'm stumbling because usually that would be the probably Geralt's choice of answer should be that she's guilty, and that's the matter. But I am good-hearted. I need to take the first answer.
Bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Siana?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace. Supposed acts of cruelty. Inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Probably Riggs will be quite displeased. I don't know how the sentence goes. Not yet. Maybe we'll know in a few minutes. Maybe we won't.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony, it was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips.
Good in small sips.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavour profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Yeah, sure.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Optional,
This
put on
moonlight
mask
makes
and
me-
gloves. As presumed, they might be in here. Yeah, that's the mask. And those are gloves for picking mandrake. Yep.
So dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Probably not. Am I just standing here?
And if I were to add Jimson weed in the last phase, could the intrigue blend that?
Or shall I? Oh, I myself shall collect 2 mandrake.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
So that means I can put on my normal gloves and I don't need that mask anymore, do I?
Regis!
He probably is very angry of me
Damn it, where'd you go?
for betraying him, most likely. Betrayed in the sense that
Regis!
she wasn't punished.
Damn
as
it,
she should
where'd
have
you
been
go?
punished.
Regis!
I did what I had to do!
Bruxes.
Those Bruxay. They called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Understandable.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. That first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Nah, come on. Wink into the camera, breaks the fourth wall. But absolutely fantastic. That was my favorite part of the Witcher game. The DLC Blood and Wine. The story was amazing. I have to admit that the last part in the Wild Hunt, where we actually had Ciri, found her, and all what came after, it was thrilling. But this story was just heartwarmingly great. You didn't feel all the hate towards all the monsters. There was some understanding, had really good differences of people and variety, and in a small area. That was fantastic. I loved it. Well, this was the game then. I'm done with The Witcher. Makes me a bit sad, I guess, because what shall I do from now? Well, I know what I do from now. I record The Wolf Among Us. That's the next one, but so that this game now, that was my first playthrough, and Let's Play even made me play it through. I tried it a couple of times before, but never came through with it because of the fighting system and what else. I despised it at some point, but I'm really happy that I did that. That was a game worth playing. Even if it took me a few tries to do that, but it was amazing. And I can't wait for the next installment, actually. We know that the next game from what was the name? CD Projekt Red is Cyberpunk 2077, which I want to have and probably will have. And at one point in the interview, one of the interviews I had about Cyberpunk 2077, they were asked what else is on their program, what might we expect as well, and they replied that they only have two types of games at the moment in development or in work. That is Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher. They didn't specify anything about The Witcher, but they said that the only two projects they work on, or they have worked on and will work on so far. There's nothing new known so far that which will come, so the assumptions or the rumors are that they actually work on a new Witcher title. If it's a title about Geralt of Rivia, we do not know. We will see about that. I surely hope if it's something with Geralt, we will take a part of his life and story which plays after this game, or at least after the Wild Hunt, where he actually came to sit and rest and let life be and don't be a witch anymore. That will be quite interesting, I suppose. But well, next one is Cyberpunk 2077, and if my system is good enough for that, I surely will try to record it too. Yeah, just watch the picture somewhere where you see the Captain America costume from the actual movies. So that was the actor in the costume, but the face was redone with Palpatine's face. Well, not the Palpatine as we know it, but where he was still unelectrified. Looked somewhat funny. Japanese Satoru Honma. I wonder if the game tells me after the titles, as the credits are gone, that I can continue playing in Toussaint. But before the event, when we got Sienna to the court, I surely hope not. That was one of the points I really disliked about the Wild Hunt game, that you are still in the state before you engaged the Wild Hunt, which is really sad. It makes the feeling of the possible aftermath. It's not there. I mean, you were riding to complete the quest in the aftermath. Everything seemed so peaceful, and the people just built up everything, or were about to build up their homes and what they lost. And actually were like, oh, thank you, Witcher, for asking for your help, but we are good. You can do whatever. It was nice. It was really good to feel that people are getting up again. Jeez, so many people. Many times I forget how many people actually work on a title like that. Warner Brothers. Yes, that was a lot of people. So now that we have probably introduced, we'd like to thank you one last time. Blood and Wine is the end of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We wanted to call it Sweat and Tears, or damn well this... Oh no! Oh...
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Yeah, most likely. So, that was The Witcher. And I don't feel that we are, or that I am absolutely... Oh, yes. Ha! Good that... Okay, we're not done yet, not completely. We have a surprise at home from Regis. We will tend to that. I almost forgot. I mean, a few minutes more. Corvo Bianco with our 10 barrels of super rare duchy wine. Let's walk like a normal person would do. Look at it, it looks beautiful. I'm so sad that I can't renovate all the houses and stuff for my workers, for my employees.
is a man whose wives like to thump his head.
Stand. Ah, Majordomo.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Oh, I know who. Black Raven Hair. I hope. Or maybe Dandelion?
Unexpected as ever. And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty two-crown romance.
Let's see. We have a conversation. Let's go with that first
Brought
one.
quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
But the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kinda strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard. Good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely,
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine. You can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Few minutes. Where is my home? What is this? There's not a quest mark anymore. There's nothing. I have nothing left.
Wolf himself.
Yes, it's me. How? So, understand. What was there? Letter from Regis. Ooh. Oh, that is. Dear Geralt, if you are reading these words, it means I'm already far beyond the borders of Toussaint, and you have found my muta generator. Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like. Perhaps something more fitting to your taste or better reflecting its function. For I have no doubt your knowledge on this subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. Oh damn, that's a long one. I have been working on this device in my spare time, but now it is finished, and I am convinced as an inventor can be before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what functions you are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, the muta generator generates mutagens. It operates by absorbing electromagical energy waves from bodies. In this case, the bodies of the monsters and evildoers you kill. And when it has absorbed enough so as to be charged a critical amount, the muta generator changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which I suspect you will make good use of. Blah blah blah. My bloody tongue. As you surely understand, I am an amateur engineering, which is why you must forgive the lack of an ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagens emerge as a result is determined at random, meaning chance will decide if it's a green, red, blue or blue mutagen. Chance, yet I have noted the colors tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Rohelek Terciev Godfroy. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss the muta generator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt, and may my gift serve you well. No. Nice letter. Muta generator received. Well, this is the last thing we could do. Or I could do. Well, I still can do all the points of interest and stuff, but this game is done. And with that, thank you for watching, and see you next time on a new game. Goodbye.